She used to leave her phone lying face up on the table, unlocked, unbothered. She'd text in front of you, laugh out loud when a message came through, and hand it to you without hesitation when you asked to check something. But now it's always face down, always gripped tightly in her hand, or tucked into her pocket the second you walk into the room. And maybe you're telling yourself not to overthink it. Maybe you're trying to believe it's just a habit. But your gut says something else. It always does. Because when a woman starts guarding her phone, she's guarding access. Access to conversations, to energy, to attention she doesn't want you to see. And no, it doesn't automatically mean she's cheating. But it does mean she's hiding something. And when the woman you love starts hiding things, you have to ask why. Why the sudden privacy? Why the sudden password changes? Why the anxiety when you reach for her phone casually, like you used to? Her coldness might not show up in her tone. Her distance might not show up in your bed. But her phone? That's where the secrets live now. Because the moment she starts shielding that little screen like it holds her identity, what she's really hiding is a version of herself you no longer have access to. And the truth? That version might be talking to someone else, or simply living a life behind the glass that no longer includes you. You notice it in the small shifts. She angles the screen away when she's texting. She laughs quietly, then quickly locks it when you look her way. She used to share everything. Funny memes, random messages, inside jokes. Now, she clutches that phone like it holds her freedom. And maybe she swears it's nothing. Just privacy. Just space. But you know better. Because privacy becomes suspicious when it replaces openness. She doesn't owe you every detail, but she used to want to share them. That desire to include you in her digital world is gone. And in its place, a wall. One she built slowly. One you didn't notice at first. Because she wrapped it in charm and softness and don't worry, baby. But now, she takes her phone to the bathroom, keeps it under her pillow, sleeps with it face down, like it might betray her while she dreams. And it's not about the phone. It's about the pattern, the secrecy, the shift. The way her body tenses when you get too close while she's texting. A loyal woman has nothing to hide. A woman who's still emotionally invested doesn't act like her device is a threat to her relationship. So, if she's hiding her phone, she's hiding a part of her life. And the question isn't, is she cheating? The real question is, why does she feel the need to protect her screen more than your trust? She used to light up when you walked in. Now she flinches. Just a flicker. When you glance at her screen, you catch her swiping out of apps too fast, locking it a little too quick, laughing to herself, but refusing to explain why. And the truth? You feel it, even if you don't want to. That feeling in your gut, tight, low, gnawing at your peace. Because you're not imagining it. There's a reason her phone has become her second skin. Not just a tool for connection, but a shield from you. You ask a simple question. Who was that? And she freezes, then smiles too fast. Oh, just a friend. She says it so easily now, as if just a friend could explain every whisper, every giggle, every late-night typing bubble you're never allowed to see. And maybe it is just a friend. But if so, why the secrecy? Why the defensiveness? Why the sudden guilt that leaks through her voice every time you even mention her phone? Because when a woman hides her phone, she's hiding control. She's curating what you're allowed to see. She's dividing her life. One part for you, and another part you're not welcome in. And whether she's cheating or not, understand this. When she treats her phone like a vault, you've already been locked out. Not just from the device, but from the truth it's protecting. There was a time she'd toss her phone onto the bed, without a second thought, unlocked, unprotected, unbothered, because she had nothing to conceal, no reason to filter, no guilt quietly pulsing behind her smile. Now, she carries it like it's fragile, like it might expose something the moment she lets go. She keeps it on silent, turns off notifications, leaves group chats unnamed, and when it lights up, she grabs it with urgency, as if the screen might say something you're not supposed to read. That's not normal. That's not healthy. That's not love. That's a cover-up. A woman who hides her phone isn't just guarding a device. She's managing a double life. Maybe emotional, maybe physical, maybe still harmless, but already dangerous. And you notice she's always just talking to her girls. But the way her eyes scan you when she says it, the delay in her voice, it tells you something's off. Because when a woman starts protecting her phone more than your feelings, you've already been demoted. You're no longer her confidant. You're no longer her safe space. You're the one she's managing. She curates what you see, controls what you hear, keeps you just close enough to not ask too many questions, but far enough to never get the full truth. So understand this. When she hides her phone, it's not about the phone. It's about the trust that already broke, and the secrets now living behind her lock screen. She may still kiss you goodnight, still say, "I love you," still laugh at your jokes and sit beside you like everything's normal. But her phone? That's the one thing that never leaves her side now. Not when she showers, not when she sleeps, not even when she walks into the kitchen for 30 seconds. And deep down, no one guards something that tightly, unless it's holding more than messages. It's holding her loyalty. The shift starts small. She turns off read receipts, deletes conversations, uses apps you've never seen before. She's not asking for privacy anymore. She's protecting a secret. And when you reach for her phone, even as a joke, her entire body tenses. Not because she's hiding something little, but because your fingertips might touch a truth she's not ready to face. And she'll say, "You should trust me." But real trust doesn't require secrecy. Because when you have nothing to hide, you don't panic at someone looking. You don't fumble for the lock button when his eyes glance down. You don't guard every notification like it's a landmine. She's not cold toward you. Not yet. But the phone? It's warm with something else. Someone else. Some escape that she doesn't want you to find. And you have to ask yourself, not just what she's doing, but why she feels the need to hide it at all. Because her phone is now her boundary, and you're on the outside of it. She may say you're being paranoid, that you're imagining things, that just because she's private doesn't mean she's hiding anything. But privacy becomes suspicious when it replaces transparency. And here's what stings most. You never asked for her passwords. You never demanded access. You just wanted to feel trusted, included. But the moment you got too close to that screen, she got nervous. And now, you're second-guessing your own instincts. That's how emotional manipulation works. She shifts the blame, makes you feel like the one who's crossing lines, when all you did was notice that she moved hers. And don't let her fool you with soft smiles and you're overthinking. Because the moment she changes her phone habits, the moment her energy shifts when that device is near, something already changed in her priorities. It's not always another man, but it's always another world. One that she no longer wants you to access. That world might be full of innocent flings, validation messages, secret conversations that don't mean anything, but still mean too much. Because cheating doesn't always start with a kiss. Sometimes it starts with a conversation she hopes you never read. So pay attention to her protection. Not her words, not her excuses, but the way her entire mood shifts the second your presence gets too close to her phone. That's not just digital space she's defending. It's the version of her that no longer belongs to you. She didn't always guard it. There was a time she'd leave it charging in the other room, forgotten, unlocked, because she had nothing to protect, and no one to impress but you. But now, it's glued to her hand. Even when she's with you, her focus is somewhere else. You talk, she scrolls. You reach for her. She shifts away, still staring at the screen. And it's not just the phone. It's what the phone represents. Distraction, escape, connection. Just not with you. You notice how her body language has changed. When her phone vibrates, her face lights up in a way that she used to reserve for you. And then, like clockwork, she turns the screen away. That flick of the wrist, that casual tilt, it's not casual at all. It's practiced. Because hiding a phone becomes a habit. When the person on the other side of the screen starts meaning more than the one sitting across from her. And here's the part that hurts. She might not even realize she's doing it. Not consciously, but subconsciously. She knows she's creating space. She knows she's controlling the narrative. She knows that if you really saw what was in there, the conversations, the messages, the energy she's giving away, you wouldn't look at her the same. So she hides it, not just from your eyes, but from your intuition. But your gut knows. And no matter how well she locks her phone, the truth always leaks through her behavior. It's subtle at first. She pulls her phone closer when you sit next to her. She angles the screen slightly when you glance her way. She doesn't even notice she's doing it, but you do. And that's the thing about women. They're emotionally intelligent, strategic. If she's hiding her phone, it's not accidental. It's calculated. Because she knows exactly how it would look. If you saw the notifications popping up, the contact names saved as something safe, the messages that vanish just a little too fast. Maybe she tells you it's her coworker. Maybe it's just an old friend. But deep down, you feel the shift. You feel the detachment. Her attention isn't just divided. It's being redirected to someone who's getting her inside jokes, her late-night thoughts, her emotional energy, the kind she used to reserve for you. And when you question her, she doesn't answer with clarity. She answers with defense. As if your curiosity is the problem. As if your awareness is the issue, not her secrecy. But that's how deception works. It flips the lens. makes you question yourself, when all you did was notice the obvious signs. And if she's acting cold, distant, private, if her phone has suddenly become the most protected thing in the relationship, then you're not being paranoid. You're being alert. You're feeling what she's trying to hide. And the truth is, you're not imagining anything. She's just no longer emotionally present. And her phone is the proof. You remember when her attention was yours. Undivided. Real. Her laugh came from deep in the chest. And her eyes were only on you. Now, she's smiling at something, but it's not you. It's that screen. That glowing, buzzing, ever-present screen. That holds more of her energy than you do. And the saddest part? You've stopped asking who she's texting. Not because you trust her more, but because you're tired of the lies. Tired of the fake names. The casual, "Oh, just a friend." The dismissive tone when you bring it up. Because now, when she hides her phone, you already know what it means. It means she's not fully in the relationship anymore. It means her loyalty is conditional. It means there's a part of her life she doesn't want you to see. And it's not just about cheating. It's about investment. She's emotionally investing elsewhere. In conversations that don't include you. In attention she's giving someone else. In validation that comes from a stranger's reply. Instead of your arms. And when you bring it up, she'll call you insecure, sensitive, clingy. But you're none of those things. You're simply aware. Aware that trust is built in openness. And she's no longer open. Not with her words. Not with her screen. Not with you. So stop second-guessing what you feel. Stop blaming yourself for noticing. Because when a woman hides her phone, she's not just protecting her privacy. She's hiding what used to be yours.